listening to Emma equals MC squared, a podcast where I can help you learn or review about science in a fun and fast way too. Please leave a comment or review in the comment section below so I can help others learn about science in a good way. I'd like to keep these as ad-free as possible, so please support me by checking out my store link in bio, where I sell lots of fun posters and products, and some of them do, in fact, relate to the podcast. Now, to the episode. Welcome to episode 5, Colors. This is going to be a fairly short episode. There's not a lot of things about colors. Colors do seem pretty simple, right? I mean, we see them all the time. They're everywhere. That's how we see. Unless you're colorblind. In that case, I apologize. But let's talk about how we see them. First, let's talk about with heat. When heating up the substance, an electron gets energy and it gets all excited and needs to do something with that energy, so it jumps. It jumps up from the base level to an energy level. Think of a toddler with a bunch of energy just needing to do something, so it jumps around. Like it jumps onto the bed and starts jumping on there. Eventually, the electron will lose the energy and it'll get tired. Then it'll jump back down to a lower level, like a toddler jumping off the bed because it's tired, or the mom has yelled at him or her. When it's jumping back down, it releases a source of energy by light. This is one way where we see colors. The bigger the jump, the bigger the wavelength. The smaller the jump, the smaller the wavelength. You can tell by the color that it is. Red has the biggest wavelength and purple has the smallest wavelength. You can tell this with rainbows. Red, biggest wavelength, orange, second biggest, yellow, third biggest, green, fourth biggest, blue, fifth biggest, and purple, sixth biggest wavelength, or the smallest one that we can see. So that's how you can tell by the wavelength, by the color that is produced when heated up a substance. Now, here's a question. How can we see rainbows? I mean, they're not heated up, right? That is correct, they're not heated up. However, the raindrops act as a prism, and the prism separates the light, forming a rainbow. So because of the raindrops, it breaks up the light, and that's how we can see a rainbow. It's not heated, it's just broken up. Now what about clothes? Our clothes and every other object aren't heated up, don't have prisms in it. How on earth do we see that? Well, it's just the reflection of the color we see. Take a red journal. The red journal is actually every color but red. Red is the color that's reflected, which is the color our eye picks up. Now what about white and black? Well, white reflects everything. It doesn't want to take anything in. So your paper, except for like the ink on it, is rejecting every single color there is. It doesn't think it's good enough for them. And black accepts all the colors, and that's why it's black, because it takes all the colors in and letting no light escape or bounce off. So that's how we see colors. I know, very short episode compared to the rest, but that's it. Colors are pretty simple. There's only like 3 ways with how we see colors. Thanks for listening, and thank you so much for listening. I really hope this helped, and thank you so much. I really appreciate you listening to this. Be sure to leave a comment below and let me know how I can improve and to check out my store. Until next time, Emma equals MC squared.